Hi, and welcome to Toni Time. Guess who's here today? Well, first of all, go get your coffee or cocktail, whatever time of day you're watching our show. And Rachel's here from LA. Honey, welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, look, different color hair.
Yeah.
I love it.
Longer.
It's longer. I love it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do a change.
Well, tell the audience why.
Well, so in LA, castings are very trendy, depending on what the industry wants. Mm-hmm. And I have a new agent now, and she said, "You're blonde, and they're not casting blondes now. So you need to look more ethnically ambiguous."
All right.
That's the words, and I was just a white girl with blonde hair, and it's not relatable anymore. The way society is, and it's changing. That ideal thing is not very popular right now, and so I went darker, and we'll see how it plays out. I just did it maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And then I've been on the road and working, and I haven't been in any castings yet to see, but.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
But
it's a business decision.
Right.
You can't be like, well, I just like being blonde, so I'm staying that way.
Exactly.
You want to work and you want to make money.
You've got to
go with what's happening. And it's just hair.
Right.
In a year, I might go back to blonde.
Who knows?
What
You
does
might
it
be
matter?
a redhead.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to play and do something different.
See, this is what I always tell the audience. If you're going to get into this line of work, you got to go with what the look is.
Yeah.
And this is the look.
Yep.
So you did it, honey.
Yeah.
So fill us in on what's going on and.
All right. Well, so I have a new agent, two different new agents, which has been wonderful. You've been assisting me in that process of getting the word out. It's a full-time job to search for a new agent.
I'm her secretary.
She's a very good one. And yeah, so that's been really great to start. And I have a new place. I live over on the west side, which is near the beaches, basically. And that's been huge to have my own place.
That's been great for you.
Yeah.
That has really been a good thing.
And so that's really nice. And I've been working a ton with the one company I work a lot with. I do a lot of the corporate reporting all over the nation for different associations, and that's been fantastic. I just finished a show in Boston, the School Boards Association, covering their industry and the challenges they're facing in the public school system, and how they deal with the challenges of social media today. Right. And a student tweets something, and then all of a sudden the school board's having to deal with that and coming up with ways to handle it. And that's been really good. And LA is fun. I'm finally feeling settled in LA. It's been about 2 years, and it takes about 2 years to really
it takes time.
Get into the right groove and spot there. And LA is tough. They're like, "You're new, great, cool, but really, who are you? You haven't worked with anybody here." So now that I've put the legwork in and I'm starting to grow there, it's been really great.
It takes a lot of time. It really does. I mean, this is not like you go and you apply for a job and you have it, or you sign up with an agent. That's not how it works.
No.
And we've talked about this over the years, how that goes about. And 2 years, yeah.
They say it takes 10 years to be an overnight success in LA.
Right.
So, when you hear those stories of these new actors and actresses that come up and, "Oh, she's brand new. Where did she come from?" Well, no, she's been there for years doing small roles, pushing, building a network, building a following, and it's pretty exciting.
There is no such thing as an overnight success, except on YouTube.
Right.
And that's short-lived.
Yep.
That's like, okay, they did this, let's have them on the Today Show, and boom, it's over.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like they remain a success only in the YouTube world. It's been really hard for them to cross over into TV broadcasts or whatever, however you want to call it, even other digital platforms.
Right.
YouTube stars are successful in their arena on their platform, and that's, at least I haven't seen anybody make a successful transition onto onto a TV show or anything like that.
No.
But that's what's happening.
Well,
Digital is what is happening. You know, it's
Yeah.
they were saying broadcast and digital are merging. It's already happened. That's it. You know.
Well, it's very kind of interesting with the end.
Your phone's ringing.
I wonder who's calling.
Nothing like being
nothing
on
like,
television and
excuse me.
having your phone ring. Who is it?
It's Nate. Hello, Nate. Hi. Well, listen, honey. Oh, this isn't Nate. This is Chris. Chris, I'm in the middle of doing my television show right now, and you are on camera.
Yep.
I answered my cell phone on set while I'm filming.
Yeah, this is
Chris.
This is real life, people.
Chris.
This is real life.
She's gone.
She hung up. She got scared. She got scared and she hung up. Okay, put it on silent now, though.
Well, all right. I have a flip phone.
TV 101. Silence your cell phones.
Okay, I did. All right.
Maron.
We're good. We're good. Okay,
Well,
so
that's exciting.
it wasn't Nate. I have the wrong name on the wrong person. It was Chris.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe it's why she hung up, because I said Nate.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, no, you know what I find over the years with the industry and everything? Yeah, that now people can become a star very easy, like you said, on YouTube. It's not long lasting, it's not sustaining, but it can happen. But it's just the way the industry and the technology has pushed everybody. Anybody who has a talent can show it, whether it's bought or pushed any further. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, I've talked about this before here. You can build your own content online. It doesn't necessarily have to be YouTube. There's apps like Periscope, and you can live broadcast. You can create anything you want and provide content to people, which is pretty exciting. And I know I've started my own sort of blog, which is ladyontv.com, because I'm a lady on TV.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
are you.
Yes, that's true.
But I just went with that because my last name's crazy complicated and no one can spell it. When they go to Google Cop Check, it's like, what did you
can't.
just say to me?
Right. Nobody
Did
spells
you
it
just swear
correct.
at me? Like, what was that?
Yeah.
Are you a hockey player? What's going on? So I went with sort of an acronym, and then I blog a little bit there and keep people up to date on my life. And I'm working on a show that I want to produce and not necessarily be the host of, which is
Good.
really exciting, and want to just provide content for people and be successful in that arena, you know, producing. I don't just have to host, you know, I don't have to host the show that I come up with. You can package it in LA and you can sell that. And I'm trying to team up with a wonderful person there and see if we can make some magic happen, some TV magic.
That would be wonderful.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Producing's my background.
But don't give out the information, because you
no,
know,
that's it. Yeah.
one of the authors I had on the show a while ago, Anita Shreve, she says, you know, I don't talk about what I'm doing because then I let the fizz out of the bottle.
Right.
And then you lose interest. Because then everybody's giving you input.
Yep.
And it's like, why give me input when I haven't asked for it? But people do that.
Right.
It's human nature. So that's great.
Yeah. So lots of irons in the fire. That's the saying, right?
Yes, honey.
I
That's,
always mess up sayings.
well, I do too. It's
I'm
like,
cut from the same piece of bread.
well, yeah,
Cut from the same cloth.
or
and not
close
the
the
bread.
barn door when the horse. Don't let. Yeah, you
Don't
know.
let the horse out of the barn.
Yeah, that's
Get
saying.
back up on that.
Horse.
Right. Yeah, that.
That okay. So how's Pat and Jimmy?
Pat and Jimmy are good. They've been busy. They've been very busy.
They've been entertaining.
I know. Pat was very busy.
Now, just to kind of remind you, Pat is on my show usually yearly. The father of Lamb Chop.
The fat. What?
The father
The father
of Lamb Chop.
Yes, and he is a puppeteer.
Thank you.
And Jimmy is a stage manager. So Pat has been very busy working on, I don't think I can disclose the one thing he was working on, but he was also building several puppets for a possible pilot TV show that's up in Canada. So they're shooting a pilot, and if that gets picked up, he might be making some more. So he was very busy since the holidays, and Jimmy's been very busy with school because he's also a teacher, and he had some foot surgery.
Oh my God, he was Cleopatra on the throne.
On the barge.
On the barge.
Like
Yeah.
playing.
Jimmy, he'd call me almost every day and tell me everything he ate on the barge, which is the sofa in front of the television. And it was like, oh, I had peanut butter with banana, with whipped cream, and, and it was a lot.
Yeah,
It was
but
a lot.
he's doing much better. So that's good. I haven't gotten to see them. I saw Jimmy on his birthday, and I was out of town for Pat's birthday, but I'm going to have them over to my house, and I'm going to cook them dinner,
Okay.
i.e. order takeout and put it on a plate,
I've done that.
because I don't really cook.
No, and you don't have the time to cook.
No,
So you're better off just taking it out of the container
right.
and putting it on the plate.
But I also realized that I can't have them over until I purchase a bottle of vodka and a bottle of gin and some vermouth, because I need to be able to make them martinis. And that's really important.
That could make the whole dinner.
Yeah.
You don't have to have food.
No,
Just-
martinis is good enough.
Yeah,
That could be dinner.
right. That could be dinner.
But they'll be staying at my house then. Yeah.
So now, what's it like living in LA without the Four Seasons?
It's very strange. I've been living in warmer climates pretty much for the last 11 years now. I grew up in Chicago and was all over. And it's strange because all the days sort of blend together. It's beautiful and sunny and bright almost every day in LA. And it's hard because you don't have a marker of time. With the seasons, it marks time.
Yeah.
And you can compartmentalize and evaluate your life 4 times a year because it's a very distinct thing that happens when the weather changes. But in LA, it's just one long thing. And all of a sudden you go, how is it Christmas? What do you mean it's Christmas? I'm on the beach getting a
Right.
suntan. It's not Christmas. And so you have to make those own markers for yourself of to just check in. Where am I at? Am I reaching my goals? Am I doing what I want to be doing? Because if you don't, it just goes by. Time just goes by.
It would.
You
It
have
would.
to really be aware of what you're doing and present.
See, that's why one of the reasons why I've never had an urge to have warm climate year round. I like the Four Seasons, I always have. And you're right, it marks time. I mean, like right now, I'm looking at the trees, and really haven't had a winter, and I'm looking at it going, oh my God, there's buds on the tree. Wow. Oh my God. And I'm not happy about it.
Why?
I'm not happy about it.
Why not?
Excuse me. Summer's coming. So
Busy time.
It's busy time. I need the busy time.
And all the people come back.
All the people come back. And the vacation people.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I used to be one of them. I would come up here for a month. But now it's, oh my God, my life is going to change. There's going to be traffic. There's going to be this and that. And for 4 months, it's going to be chaotic.
Right.
And I'm finding I really like the winter.
I like the winter too.
I like the gray days and the heavy fog.
Yeah.
I like when nobody can really get to me.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but I like it.
Well, I like it too.
Well, I
And
know you do, because she comes up here
Yeah.
usually in the winter, the dead of winter.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like to not have a lot of people around because what I do for
Yeah.
a living is I'm surrounded by large, massive groups of people. So I like to escape after a lot of that. I need a day or two of just
Veggie, no.
nothing and to recuperate and just be happy to be around the people I want to be around then.
Right.
And don't get me wrong about the season. LA, the weather is beautiful there.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want it. I don't want summer yet either because it's hot. It can get hot. It gets hot
You
there.
get very hot there.
And I get hot. Like I'm hot right now.
Okay.
You know, like
How hot are you?
Temperature hot. And
How many times has she said hot?
well, you're hot too, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I had, but I had them turn the air conditioner on.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm warm-blooded, so I like the cooler temperatures. I like to wear a jacket, and we can't walk around naked. I mean, we can.
Well, Gloria,
It's not ideal.
yeah, well, they all know Gloria. She just asked me this morning, she calls and she says, would you walk across the street in Saco naked for me? And of course, I only had 1 cup of coffee, and I said, sure, honey, sure, I will. I said, would you do that for me? Well, at 3 o'clock in the morning when there's nobody around. Oh, my. All right.
I know. Anyway.
Now I want to ask you. Let's talk for a second about pet peeves.
Okay.
Tell me what your pet peeves are.
Oh. My pet peeves.
I do this from time to time on the show because I always like to find out.
Okay. My pet peeves are when people don't read my directions, don't follow my directions, right? So I take the time to give you all the information, right? Mm-hmm. I say step 1, step 2, step 3, and then they don't do that. And I'm like, it's written in plain English.
People never read.
And so, yeah, they don't read.
No.
And then it aggravates me because now I have to do more work
To make them understand.
I already did the work for you, and now you're asking me again. You're taking up my time, and my patience gets thin.
So that's
So
one.
I yell and I curse under my breath and like hit the table and the computer.
Okay.
Then I'm fine. And then I'm
Then
fine.
she's fine.
And then I'm over it. I don't know. What
That's
else
number
is
1.
my pet peeve?
2 more.
When people inundate me with information before I've had any caffeine.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a morning person.
can
You're
do
not a morning person.
Small conversation is fine. Then I need a cup of coffee, and then you can ask me, what happens after we die. That's fine. Don't ask me that before I've had my coffee, though.
Because I'm going to give you an answer.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you to put it where the sun doesn't shine. That's
Right.
what happens. Another
Number 3.
peeve. I don't know. This is an interesting question. I like this. I don't think about this very often.
Oh, I do. I do.
Pet peeve.
Yeah.
No,
Living in.
I don't know. That's about it.
Well,
Let me
think
let me
about
think
that
about it. I'll
for
see
a
if anything
minute
comes
because
up.
I am finding living here in Maine. Now, when I go to the dog park, my dogs are barking in the car. We're going to Kennebunk. I'm at this one light where I make a left. There's a church here, and the dogs know where we are. Okay, so I'm waiting for that left-hand arrow. I'm 3 or 4 cars behind. The arrow maybe lasts about 20 seconds. All right, so when it changes, I want to go.
Right, we got to go.
I gotta go. All right, and then there's that guy sitting there looking. So I lay on my horn, which you're not supposed to do. Because I want to make that light to make Duke and Alex stop barking in my ear.
Right.
I have yelled out the window.
I've done that too.
Move! And then I'm driving as quickly as I can
Yeah.
to get to the dog park. Now I've now started to turn on the radio louder than the way he barks, which makes my car very noisy. And I have people who pull up and give me a dirty look, which is fine. I don't care.
That drives me nuts. I've definitely laid on the horn. This car didn't know. It was like a left turn light, same thing. And it's short. And they like pulled up halfway into the intersection and stopped.
Yeah,
And I just laid on the horn and I did not let it up.
yeah.
I was like, go. There's nothing there. You need to go. let's go. And then the traffic in LA is just
it's
terrible.
horrible. Yeah.
It took me the other day 45 minutes to drive on surface streets, like maybe 3 miles, maybe. And I know for no reason. I'm like, "Grr, I just want to get home.
Yeah.
I gotta pee." Like, you know. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But you just have to accept it.
I know.
I don't think I have any other pet peeves.
Really? All right.
I don't like when people don't communicate things to me. Like if we're gonna make plans or something and you can't make it and you go silent on me, that sends my blood pressure like
I don't
through
like
the
that.
roof.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're not coming. Just tell me. Be like, I can't make it, or you know, whatever. Just be communicative.
Right.
That's it. I'm not going to be upset. I'm pretty easygooing as far as that kind of thing goes.
Yeah.
But if you're not communicating with me, I am like ready to just tell you what I really think.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
No. No, I mean, I find that when I get into a mood where I'm overtired, I'm cranky, I have to put myself away because I will hurt somebody. Not physically, verbally.
Right.
So I put myself away and I close the door and I pull the shades and I turn the lights off until it passes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like just like communication. I just like to know. That's it.
Yeah, well, there's a big thing nowadays, and I'm finding it more in the past couple months where it irritates me a lot. People do not acknowledge a phone call or an email. I don't care. Send me one word. Got it? Well, that's 2 words.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Gotcha. That's 1 word.
Yeah, okay. There. So, you know.
See how well we work together?
Yeah, just something. Just give me something to live on.
Yeah.
But when I hear nothing, it's like I'm not that important for you to answer, or you're not that busy. I know you're not.
And I'm not going to text you.
No.
And ask you.
No.
Too much pride.
No.
Too much Leo pride.
Too much Leo. And we are Leos.
And a nice sit and stew.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
A little bit.
I do too. Yeah.
No. It's funny because really, for the most part, I'm pretty even keel. It takes a good bit to send me through the roof and get me aggravated. And I was just working in Boston with a crew, and I love the crew that I was with. We get along really well. But the 2 boys, I call them boys because they act like Dumb and Dumber 12-year-old boys. And they love to get me riled and aggravated. They do it on purpose. They push the button and I can't control it. And I just go through the roof. And they're like, they think it's the funniest thing. And I had an ex who did that too. He thought it was so funny to get me mad because apparently when I'm mad, it's really funny.
Yeah.
But it's not funny for me.
No.
Because I'm pissed.
Yeah, I know.
That's not fun. But you know, it's it's just all about having a good time. You know, they get me riled up.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Right.
We're having fun working, and that's what it's about. So if I have to get aggravated for them to have fun, then you know what?
Fine.
That's fine. Because then I have a happy crew and everything's fine. And I get to let out a little bit of my anger then.
Yeah,
And there's no harm done.
Right.
Because they're doing it on purpose.
Right.
You know?
Right, exactly. I know.
It's a good time.
Well, we had lunch yesterday, and somebody sat down at our table. And I know this person, and he's a lovely person. He means well. Now, we've all said that about people that we really don't want to sit with, or we really don't want to talk with. But you try to take a deep breath, and they're being very pleasant. So he sits down with Rachel and I, and we had just sat down to eat lunch, and he starts on about
radiation in the sky when you fly on planes. You're closer to the radioactivity, and that's when she glazed over, and I was still listening, and something about taking pills. I don't know.
Well, I finally couldn't take it anymore, and I I just banged my hands down on the table and I said, stop. You have taken 15 minutes of my life that I can't get back. And I don't care. I don't care if the world blows up. I don't care if the radiation comes in. I don't care.
Yeah.
And he didn't get mad.
No.
And he didn't get angry. He said, well, I love you, Toni, and I'm protecting you. And I think I said something like, don't love me.
Yes.
Don't protect me.
I don't care if
I
the
don't
world is ending.
care. And I don't really know this person all that well.
Yeah, but
it was like enough.
and I was just being polite, even though I was thinking in my head, how do we get out of this conversation?
See, that's the difference with age.
Yeah.
I don't think about how to get out of it. I just get out of it. I just say, enough. You're taking my life away right now. I can't get back those 15, 20 minutes you took away from me.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there going, well, I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Right. Like, well, this could be an interesting conversation. See, here's the thing. I look at any conversation, any interaction with a person as an opportunity for a great story.
Right.
Because I collect stories and experiences. I don't collect things. I don't collect objects or statues or paintings or anything. I have no desire for that. But I love collecting stories from people. So I will go down the road a little further than you might, because I'm like, well, maybe something cool is going to come out of this. Or I learned something from him, though.
You did?
I learned all about that I'm getting more radioactive every time I get on a plane. And there's really not much I can do about it besides take some kind of like antioxidant pills. But, you know, you never know what you're going to get when you talk to a person. But that's innately why I do what I do, and why I've always been drawn to journalism and hosting is for the information.
But that's a good thing for you.
Right.
Because of what you're doing. You know, I'm one, I've been there and done that. I know how it's going to end. I know how the story is written. And I look at the person, and have you not realized that some people who look like a person you went to high school with, that you never liked, and you see that makeup, that shape of head, eyes, whatever, you automatically don't like them. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I really think that's wrong. I don't want to do that.
No, but it's the same person. Have you ever been proven wrong?
No.
Exactly. I find that we meet the same types of people. There's like in your life, it's different than mine.
Yeah.
But you have the same, you keep meeting the same maybe 10, 15 personality types of people.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do it especially because of the news world that I'm in. I just met another producer. I never worked with her. She's exactly like a director that I worked with several years ago, almost look the same, same personality, we get along flawlessly, but it's the same, she's the same, like it's the same type of people. And I keep finding these people in my life, you know? I met somebody that reminds me of a combo of my dad and my brother.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very comfortable, right? Because you know these people, you know what to expect, and these people keep coming around, just in a different body.
But don't you think that that could be a fun thing for a little while where you know how it is, but then you get bored because you know the ending?
Right. It's true.
See, that's where I get. It's like, I know how this is going to end.
Yeah.
Give me a surprise. Tell me I'm wrong. And every story I'll go and tell somebody about somebody, I'll go, I want to be wrong. You know, I don't want to be right about this person or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's not good. Not good.
No. It's always interesting.
It is interesting. People are interesting.
Right.
People have a way about them that, the old saying, people come into your life for a few minutes or for a lifetime.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too, you know. Yeah. I don't really want to put the work in anymore. I want it to just click.
Yeah.
You know.
But you also attract where you're at. You attract the people too of where you're at in your life. Like your mindset of where are you, what do you want, how do you feel? Those are the people you're going to bring in as well. Right. So you have to be really aware of where you're at in your mind And those are the people that you're going to attract. And even you can just say it, like, I want to be surrounded by really successful people who are a step above me so I can learn from them and be where they're at.
Right.
Or you can be like, I'm miserable and depressed, and then you're going to attract all the other miserable and depressed people.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
It's a lot easier said than done when you're in that place.
But it's
it's
letting
true.
the audience know that we're all the same. We all look at it. We all think, oh my God, I don't want to go there. I don't want. Recently, which I think is very funny, and I don't know if the person will watch this show or not.
Okay.
I was called vindictive.
You're not vindictive.
Well, no, but I didn't take offense to that.
Right.
And this person said I was vindictive towards women. Okay. I found it funny. I start laughing.
Why?
Why? Because I stand up for what I think is right. I don't sugarcoat things. So I do respect this person's opinion. I do respect this person. But I start laughing in the email, and I emailed back, and I said, I'm an equal opportunist. I'm just as vindictive towards men as I am towards women, and I really had to laugh about it. But yeah, you know what? If somebody that I care about is getting hurt or was hurt, you bet your ass I'm vindictive,
right?
But I read that, and that's the first time in probably 10 years since I've lived in Maine that somebody really pinpointed something that I felt was
funny and
funny
not true.
And true. But I don't apologize for it.
Oh.
I'm picky on who's going to be in my life.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
That's a trait of Leo, I think.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah.
But like if you're in, you're in.
Oh.
And we will be vindictive for you. That's not a word. We will.
Are you trying to say vindictive or vindictive?
Yeah, we'll be vindictive on your behalf. I guess
okay, that's
the
good,
right
honey.
way to
We'll
say
be vindictive on your behalf.
Right. I mean, we will protect you and fight.
We'll fight for you.
Like the death.
Yeah.
But cross us.
And we'll kill you.
Exactly.
Well, honey, now let's.
Not really. That's a joke. Okay, that's on the record. All right, go on.
Wouldn't everybody think that was a joke?
No.
Oh, all right.
Not in the world we live in today where people are so politically correct and all of that nonsense.
No one's politically
correct. You have to clarify. You have to say that was a joke. And then it's not funny because I just said it was a joke and then the whole thing is ruined because people are closed-minded. There we go.
Okay. So, we're approaching our last part of the show.
Okay.
So let's go back to LA.
Uh-huh. By the way, I'm still taking classes with Marki Costello.
Okay, so
she's fantastic.
Tell the audience who she is.
Marki Costello is the granddaughter of Lou Costello.
From Abbott and Costello.
Who's on First. And she runs a management company for hosts and on-camera personalities, and she runs a school. And I've been in her school almost since I've been out there, so maybe like a year and a half, close to 2 years. And she's wonderful. She's restructured her school a little bit and is really just teaching the best of the best. And I'm constantly learning from her. And I was a little stubborn about it before. I was like, I don't need to go to classes. I'm doing this. But honestly, the industry's changed and she knows exactly what they want and she's teaching us to be exactly what they need. And it's wonderful to be there. And it's really important because you have to keep yourself in front of the people who know the people.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm a nobody, but she's a somebody. And if we're together, people will listen to me.
Right, exactly. See, the market is so completely different. New York and LA.
Definitely.
New York doesn't do this sort of thing as much. It's the people going out, doing, pulling, whatever. In LA, I think because you're so spread out.
Yes.
And we're on an island. All right. But no, I do like her a lot because she had a reality show on a few years back. And I think she's probably, her history, her growing up, I would love to sit and listen to her. Because I don't know if she was still alive when her grandfather
I don't
was
know.
still living, because they were just
Probably a little bit.
Yeah, I would love to hear her years in growing up. Because she is a fighter.
Yep.
She is a fighter. She is no nonsense woman. I like that. You know where you stand with her.
Yep.
But
Always.
I'd love to curl up and just listen to her talk about growing up.
She's got great stories.
Oh, I bet
she
she
shares
does.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's very open with her life, and you know exactly what's going on. And you know where you stand with her. And she likes people who are going to work hard and are in it for the long haul. And
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you put that much work in. I remember when I had my agency, Abbott, Bud Abbott, his daughter had called me at my agency in New York. And she wanted to get into trade shows with the information about her grandfather,
okay.
which was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny with you, my niece, studying with her, and I just remembered all that from before.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Because you worked in the trade show industry for
20 some
Yeah.
years.
And then now I'm working in it in a different capacity, but
Different
I'm
capacity.
fully in it, and it's very interesting.
Well, you have a wealth of information in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a game show and they could ask you the most weirdest question,
Yeah.
and you would have the answer for it.
Exactly.
And that's how I always felt. I had a wealth of useless information in my brain.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the way the industry is, you know, and it has changed tremendously.
Yeah. I know a little bit about a lot.
Yeah,
And that's what Marki always says. You need to know a little bit about
a
a lot.
lot of things.
You need to know the headlines of the day. You need to know what's going on. You need to be aware to be a good
Yeah,
host.
yeah, exactly.
So that's what I do. I know a little bit about a lot. And every night there's this new live broadcasting app called Periscope. And I do a nightly news chat. I pick interesting news stories or stories that I think are funny or interesting, engaging with my audience. And we chat about them, and they can comment and stuff, and they can see me. And
See, I
it's
can't get
perfect.
it because I have a flip phone.
I know. You can kind of watch it online. You can watch it through Facebook or Twitter.
Okay,
but just
tell
look it
people
up.
how to look for Periscope.
It's an app, but it pushes, we're actually on it right now, but it's a live app, and so the broadcast only lasts for 24 hours and then it disappears. Because the whole point is to have people live and engaged. And normally I would be communicating with them because
Yeah.
they can type and react and ask you questions, and that's the whole point. So we just have like a really interesting conversation about the news and things that are going on in the world, instead of me talking about, you know, Kim K's booty. You know, let's talk about important things that are going on. Let's give people information that is going to, spark something in their mind
Yeah.
and get them to think about the world or the community they live in, or just have something really intelligent to talk about at the office the next day.
Right.
Or over dinner with their wife or their husband. You know, I want to give them something else to think about.
All right,
Have a
now-
bigger conversation.
Now, when you do this, all right, you find things that are important or interested to you.
To me and to my audience.
But how can you know what your audience is interested in?
Because
Is-
I've built it already. Like I started out doing what I thought was interesting. I stay away from big headlines. We don't talk about the election because that's pointless, because people have their own idea of what they think and who they want to vote for. So there's no conversating. That's not a word, but
That's a good word, honey.
there's no there's not any back and forth communication over that topic. I stay away from really big news stories because you've already read about them and
Right.
you've already seen it on Facebook, on Twitter, on your TV, everywhere. So I try to find those interesting little nugget stories, like there is a fart detector in China that was invented. They invented somebody in China. I'm serious. Somebody in China. See, that's what I want. I want them to laugh. It's informative, it's funny, and now you have something to go say like, oh, who farted? Oh, there's this detector in China that will tell you who did it. You know, you smelt it, you dealt it, and like the whole thing. So these are the kinds of stories, but we also talk about serious stuff as well. And it's a good mixture, a little bit of sports, a little bit of entertainment, and just interesting things. Like one of the baseball players for the Kansas City Royals on opening day was wearing the wrong hat. Like he pitched a whole inning wearing the wrong uniform. Like, how do you wear the wrong uniform?
How do you do that?
They put it for you. They lay it out for you in your locker.
And don't
you
you
have
look
to
it.
think. You just take it and you put it on. Somehow you had the wrong hat on. I mean, those are the kinds of stories. Just fun, interesting stuff we talk about. And so I created that, and then the audience has found me, and now they know what to expect. They know what they're going to get. And I offer my opinion, I give you the facts, and then I tell you what I think.
Okay.
And then they tell me what they think, and it's fun.
Well, you know who really, really enjoys it and loves it?
Who?
Jakey.
Jakey Poo?
Jakey Poo.
My brother?
Nephew. Your brother, my nephew.
Good.
Jake is like, I mean, when we email and you know, he always tries to, you know, watch you and that. And I remember, well, I mean, this is going back just for a second, when I would stay with my sister and brother-in-law and all that, and Jake and Rachel were young, and Rachel went off, and Jake would walk around going, Rachel!
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? So now at this point, and so many years later, I think it's great because he really, you know.
Yeah, it's
we love you, Jakey.
We love you, Jakey Poo. But yeah, he's doing really well.
He is doing.
He's still in Miami, still with the Heat.
Working with Miami Heat.
Yep, the basketball team, the NBA team, and
he's doing good.
He's doing really well. Been able to travel a little bit and see family and friends, and he's good.
Well, honey, we're running out of time here, but God, it's great to have you in Maine. And
I love being here.
I know
I
you
love
do.
it here. I love being here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
special.
one of my favorite places to be.
Well, it's special. It's relaxing, you know, and I love it when you come in, and you know, we don't do a whole hell of a lot.
No,
because we don't have to.
This was about it on the agenda.
This is it from this point on.
This and that's it.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we're just gonna veg out and talk and nap and maybe get her to play a game of Scrabble with me.
Yep, she cheats.
I do.
She cheats.
I do. So, honey, thank you so very much. I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
Well, of course.
It's an honor to be here always. I like being able to share what I'm doing with another audience.
Well, you know, it's a moment. These are moments in our time, in our life, that you can reflect back on. You know, I just enjoy every minute of it. And so, honey, let's go play.
Let's go make trouble in Maine.
Oh, tonight, yeah. Tonight I'm going to be over at the Engine doing a show. What's it called? Not Pikachu.
Pichakaha.
Okay.
Pishahatra.
Okay, honey.
Bless you. I can't say the word.
Tammy Ackerman has this show, and it's, 20 photos, and you have 20 seconds per photo to explain. She does this every month. So always take a look at the art gallery in Biddeford Engine and see when it's coming up. But tonight, I'm going to be doing my show, which is Truck Stops, Fashion, and Roadkill made me who I am today.
And that's the truth.
And that's the truth. So, honey, let's go do our show tonight, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.